I started when I was 7 years old, but I really started in grade 1 on my buddy's driveway. At lunchtime, we would go and play, and I would have like a goalie stick and a baseball glove, and he would shoot on me, and so I would have been 6 at that point, and I decided I wanted to play hockey. And when my turn came to be the goalie, it felt natural. So. And I wasn't really contributing much on offense, so I figured I'd contribute more in the net, so then it kind of stuck with me. Played in minor hockey in Winnipeg, Manitoba. I was never like a super standout kid. Like I was always decent, but I remember there was a couple guys that were better, a couple goalies specifically that were better than me in Manitoba, and just kind of as I got older, I played, they would call it A1 hockey, and then it was AA. I actually got cut my first year of AA, made it the second year, and then the third year of that. So this is Bantam hockey, is AAA. Played for the Manitoba Monarchs, or the Winnipeg Monarchs, I should say. I would have been 13 at this point, 13, 14, played for them. Got drafted to the Tri-City Americans in the WHL, and then I played one more year again with the Monarchs. And then, so after that, I was fortunate enough to make Tri-City in the WHL at 16 years old, which was a huge jump for me. Going from playing with 15, 16-year-olds to 16 to 20-year-olds when most of the teams 18, 19, 20. So that was a big learning curve, but it was a great opportunity for me to learn and mature. Kind of got thrown into the fire a little bit, but I was glad I got it out of the way, because 17-year-old, that summer before my 17-year-old year, I got traded to the Calgary Hitmen, where I played the rest of my junior hockey. And going into that second year in the WHL, I'd already had my rookie year under my belt, so I was quite a bit more confident going into my second year, having already played a year. That was my draft year. Played, I think, close to 45 games that year. And played decent. Wasn't great, but it's tough for a 17-year-old goalie. So I was happy with the way things went, and I was fortunate enough to get drafted to Ottawa at the end of that season. Yeah, so basically I was drafted in the 2012 draft to Ottawa. I've been playing my junior hockey in Calgary, so I played 2 more years in junior in Calgary. Those years went well, and then played my first year pro. I'm trying to remember now, the 14-15 season, I believe. And then, so I was in the minors with Ottawa's organization for 4 years. I actually played with Max there for all 4 years, so we have a similar path there. That was fun. So after my 4th year, we kind of parted ways. And then I signed a deal in Springfield, which is Florida's farm team. That year went pretty well. I ended up turning that AHL deal into an NHL deal. And then the next year, signing a 2-year deal with Florida. Was fortunate to sign a 3-year contract with Seattle. Played the first year there. And then I went to the World Championships and tore my ACL in the gold medal game, and basically missed all of my second year of the contract, which was last season. And then once I got healthy, they signed me to Coachella, came here, played a handful of games. At the start of this year, started in Coachella again. And yeah, been up and down a little bit this year, but now we're here. Oh, lots of lessons. Yeah, I mean, I think just trust the process is pretty cliche, but it's really true. Like, just, especially as a goalie, the results is not usually the focus. I think the focus for me has always been the process, and how, the results will take care of themselves. So if I'm doing what I need to do on the ice and in the gym and stretching, and making sure I'm, in the summer too, getting my work in the summer, doing video, all the little things, those things kind of add up, and then that equals the result. The result is just me going out and taking everything that I've been doing before the game, and then the game that just happens. So I don't really look at it as the point of I need to try and play better. It's more take care of the preparation, and then the results will just handle themselves. I think that's the most important lesson I think I've learned. I've had some great influences. I've had some great goalie coaches over my career that have helped me a lot. My parents have been super supportive. Both my agents are super positive, and gave me great advice when, like after I was done with Ottawa, basically, we were our separate ways. I was thinking, oh, maybe I should go to Europe and just give up the dream of playing in the NHL. And they said, you know what, I think you should stick it out. You got something here. And I listened to them and stuck around, and things ended up working out. So I was lucky to have some great veterans when I was younger. Craig Anderson was one. I was lucky to have Sergei Bobrovsky a little bit later when I was in Florida. He was great. Rob Tallis was my goalie coach. I had a great goalie coach when I was in Tri-Cities too. Olaf Kolzig, NHL legend. You know, my parents have been great mentors as well. What challenges? I mean, yeah, there's been a few challenges. Obviously, the torn ACL has been the most recent setback. Missing basically a full season is very difficult. It's hard to watch your team playing, you know, without you as a part of it, and just watch it from the sidelines every night. Not to mention the rehab, being, you know, long hours in the gym with the trainers, just doing rehab, getting back to where you need to be. So that was a tough one, and I think I would say I'm still, you know, in recovery from that. You know, before the injury, I was playing in the NHL, and my career was looking great, and you know, now I'm in the American Hockey League, and you know, it's been a great experience here as well, but obviously looking to get back to the NHL if possible. So kind of like I've been saying this whole time, is just trusting the process and doing my thing, and letting those decisions and those results handle themselves. What do I love most about the sport? Honestly, I think just like being a part of a team with like great guys. That mixed with the competition is just, it's really satisfying. I've met some amazing teammates that'll be friends with me, or you know, that'll be friends with for life. So just being a part of a group like that and being able to go out and contribute to a common goal and winning games is pretty special. And I don't think that there's too many lines of work that you can do this, you know, the stuff that we're doing. So I feel very lucky to be able to do that, and to do it in front of, you know, 10,000 fans every night is pretty cool too. I would say work hard, work smart, and have fun. I mean, if you don't, I think if you're not having fun when you're at the rink, then the hard work is a lot harder. But when you have fun and you enjoy it and you're having fun with your teammates, then when you're on the ice or when you're in the gym, it's just a lot easier to work hard. You can create little competitions with your teammates, and that creates, you know, a good atmosphere, and that's going to get the best out of everyone. So I think if you don't have that fun aspect, it makes things pretty difficult. So I think that's been one thing that I've always believed in, is just having a great time at the rink. You know, obviously you got to put the work boots on and dial it in when it's game time, and you know, when the time calls for it, but you got to enjoy yourself first and foremost.